7 Days to Die is a title that has had a 9-year development cycle. While still in early access, this game has come a long way from where it was upon release back in December of 2013. Hey guys, I'm Obi.
And I'm Sobi. And in today's video, we're going to be doing a review of 7 Days to Die in its current 2022 build of Alpha 20. If you're considering picking the game up for the first time or questioning whether you should play the game again, then this video is for you. If you've not already, consider subscribing and hitting that like button to help our channel grow and reach a broader audience. Also, we would like to take a quick moment to let you know that we have a new merch line out, so if you would like to help support the channel, consider checking this out. The link is down in the description.
With that out of the way, let's jump in. For those unfamiliar with the game, 7 Days to Die is a survival horror sandbox, set mostly in an urban environment. You'll have to craft, hunt, and try to survive in this unforgiving world you find yourself in. That being said, you will find every 7 days a blood moon will rise in the night sky, causing a horde of the undead to seek you out and try to destroy you with whatever means possible. Every few weeks, new mobs are introduced, adding to the ever-growing threat of 7 days. Looting and crafting will be your road to salvation in this title. 7 Days to Die starts you out naked, placed within a randomly generated map, or if you choose, a handcrafted map made by the developers, the Fun Pimps. The game does offer you a basic tutorial that gives you just enough information to get you started on your adventure, but ultimately you will have to use your own wits and creative ingenuity to survive the Blood Moon onslaught. If you're playing this game for the first time, it can be a little overwhelming, as 7 Days to Die gives you little direction on what you should be doing. But to be honest, that's half the fun. Your first day will be spent trying to find a permanent home while managing hunger and thirst, and again, the zombies that would like nothing more than to take a chunk out of whatever body part they can wrap their teeth around. Things at first will be a little hectic, especially once your first night hits, as zombies will start to sprint, so you might want to consider hunkering down for your first few nights. At first, you will only scavenge smaller buildings that might be located around your home, but as you level up and learn how to craft things like bigger weapons and vehicles, you can push out further into bigger points of interest, or POIs. The POIs in the game range from small campsites to full-blown cities, and it helps sell the world of 7 Days to Die.
To be honest, the world has been the biggest improvement that the Fun Pimps have implemented into 7 Days to Die. Having barricades in homes helps with the world storytelling, and we love having to find an alternate way to get into a building when all the doors are on lockdown. That being said, in its current state, it's up to you to create your own story, as this is where the game is rather lagging. But don't let that keep you from playing this awesome title. Over the years, the game's visuals and lighting have had some major changes, and this is for the best. While 7 Days to Die will never look as good as like Dying Light, it's still worth checking out. The zombies have come a long way visually, but still need some work, as they are a little stiff even for the undead.
If you're a creative person, then you will find yourself right at home in 7 Days to Die, as it offers some amazing building mechanics that are gravity driven. Almost every block can be customized or painted, and buildings need support if you want them to stand. While at first it can be a little frustrating learning how to properly support your buildings, once you have completed a large build it can be rather satisfying. Just don't forget to set up plenty of defenses for when the Blood Moon comes around. As you level up, you will get access to things like electricity for power drawbridges or even proper lighting. That being said, you'll have to set up generators and provide fuel in the form of gasoline or solar banks to keep the lights on. Electricity also comes in handy for setting up blade traps in the late game. Possibly one of our favorite additions to 7 Days to Die are traders. These various vendors placed randomly in towns around the map will offer you various goods that differ from each vendor type. That being said, their inventory does restock every now and again, allowing you the chance to find items that rarely spawn on the map. Duke's Casino tokens will be used in the form of currency, and these are awarded for accomplishing various trader missions such as clearing out the undead in a random building or restoring power, but this one's only available at night.
Eventually, nighttime will no longer be a problem, as you will be able to craft flashlight mods for your weapons or even a helmet light mod that you can wear on your head. Mods are essential to help you survive in 7 Days to Die. During your looting escapades, you will find various mods or find schematics for mods that allow you to change how different weapons and armor function. Some examples are burning or electric mods for weapons, or even pocket mods that allow armor to give you more carrying space. These are crucial for survival. Another example is that some clothing mods have the ability to help fight off the changes in weather, which can be very much needed. The game has 4 various major biomes you will encounter. As you level up and venture farther out from the basic green biomes, you will discover deserts, tundras, and finally the wasteland biome. Each biome will have a different difficulty and loot stage multiplier, as we just listed, in ascending order. Because of this, 7 Days to Die can be as difficult or relaxed as you want it to be. The Fun Pimps have done a fantastic job allowing the player to control almost every aspect of the game in the game's menus. You can change whether zombies run only at night, to never run, or even always run. Zombie spawning amount is another example as well, so it's always up to each individual how they want to play.
Even with all that the game has to offer, there are some aspects that still need some work, so keep that in mind. Some animations still feel out of place and or rather stiff. Hitboxes are another area that still needs some work. Sometimes when fighting it feels like you're stabbing at air when you should have made contact with your undead adversary. The same goes in reverse. It can be really annoying to be killed by a zombie when you're out of arm's reach. Some of the cities can be rather large and every building can be explored, but this does hinder performance of the game. While we don't have the best PCs out on the market, we do have rather decent ones. And we still manage to drop frames around larger cities, especially when there are a large number of zombies on the prowl. That being said, the game is resource heavy. Like we mentioned a moment ago, one of the best parts of the game is that every building is accessible, and there is a pretty large variety in each building. Every distinct building offers a different opportunity to find ranging resources. Need gas? Then look out for a gas station or a mechanic shop. Trying to make something, but your character doesn't know how to build it? Then swing by the library and find a schematic or a skill book that will allow you to do so. Consider looking for a fast food joint or a bar if you're getting hungry. Food and thirst are another hindrance, especially early on, as you will need to learn how to cook various recipes that offer better fill ratios and even eventually timed buffs. Keep in mind that water will have to be boiled before you drink it to keep from getting dysentery. The same goes for healing items, as you have to learn how to craft or make almost everything in the game as time progresses, making things easier.
While playing solo is an option, playing with friends is where this game really shines. While in multiplayer, more zombies will spawn, which gives you the opportunity to branch out into different skill paths and work together to become more efficient in each run. The game works on an RPG system, so having different people that are able to invest points into different areas helps a lot, especially in the early to mid game. That being said, the end game really needs some work because if you survive long enough, that's just what it becomes. The thrill of the blood moon does tend to fade, and once you've seen everything the game has to offer, there's little to keep you playing. Hopefully the Fun Pimps will work on the endgame, but until that happens, you can always mess with the difficulty to keep your current map running longer. While the game still needs some work, 7 Days to Die is an ambitious title that will keep you on your toes while you try to survive day by day until you hunker down for the blood moon. Again, we do think the title needs a little bit of work before it's completed, but that won't stop us from having a blast playing it. Almost every building block in the game has an option to customize or even paint it. This will help those push out their creative side. 7 Days to Die is currently running for $24.99 on Steam, but we feel that it is well worth the hours of entertainment we have received. If you're thinking about picking it up but are not sure about the price, the game frequently goes on sale, so keep an eye on it.
While we have you here, think about swinging by and hanging out with us on our Twitch channel, where we play various games like 7 Days to Die. You can also watch some of our best stream clips over on Hover, and as always, the links can be found in the description. Consider subscribing to stay up to date with all of our new content. Stay tuned as we are working on some early survival tips that may help you drive back the Horde. And this content will be coming soon. But until next time, this is Obi.
This is Sobi.
Signing out.
See you guys next time.